Welcome to Len and Courtney live at lunchtime.
No such thing as a free lunch though. We bring you Avril Flynn.
Hello.
Sit down, Avril. Look at you.
How do you feel in that lovely Len and Courtney dress?
It feels amazing, as all of your clothes do, but it feels absolutely gorgeous.
Great. So the deal is we get to help people promote their small businesses and they promote our dresses. Yay! How are you?
I'm great, so I am. I'm delighted to be here, absolutely thrilled.
So we have to explain that Avril is a fantastic advocate, follower, and a fan of Len and Courtney, I think.
Obsessive.
Obsessive,
I think we could safely all say, I think everyone would be okay with
Anyone who
that.
knows Avril who's watching this probably knows how Avril is feeling on the inside at the moment.
They think that you sponsor me anyway, because I wear all of your clothes all the time, so.
Avril, sorry, Brandon.
You go for it first.
So your story is quite incredible. You have had the most unusual career path.
Yeah, I have an interesting career trajectory. I wanted to be a lawyer for pretty much my whole life. Went and got my law degree, was training to be a barrister, and then decided, no, I'm going to be a midwife instead. So I gave up my Dublin life, moved back in with my dad, much to his delight, and trained to be a midwife.
What was the change? What happened?
Well, my mum got sick and I kind of had a re-evaluation of what I wanted, and even though I'm married to a barrister now, I didn't want to marry one at the time.
Okay.
And I just wanted a wider life that had kind of more, I suppose, people in it, and I just thought what a midwife does and did was pretty amazing.
So what do you do?
So I have worked in hospitals and stuff for years, but I started AvrilFlynn.com when I was after.
What does AvrilFlynn.com do?
Click the link.
So when I was on maternity leave after I had Felix, I decided I wanted to work for myself by providing education, antenatal classes,
Nice.
and support for all sorts of families. So not just for pregnant women, but thank goodness in Ireland we have lots of different families that have lots of different makeups. So gay dads, gay mums, parents that are going through family through adoption, through surrogacy. So I look after them all. And also if you've had a negative birth experience in the past, I help you plan for a better birth in the future as well.
Wow. Okay. So how do we contact you? Obviously through the website.
Through the website, I'm on Instagram. Follow the links.
Yeah.
And I'm very approachable as well. So if anyone has any questions or anything like that, always yes, go for it.
So if
You're not having a baby.
Well, if Adam's watching this, he's not mad about the idea either. But I'm 48, 49 this year, and I do know you have to apply for adoption before you're 50. I know that, right?
Yes.
So say I want to go and have a baby. What would your advice be to me, gay dad Bran?
Well, the thing is that you have lovely partners. That's the first, but that shouldn't stop you, even if you're on your own. If it's something that you want to do,
Really?
there are lots. Absolutely, what a baby needs, what a child needs, is love. It doesn't matter what permutation of a family creates that love, whether it's one parent, two parents, grandparents, whatever. What they need is care and love. And if you really want to have a baby, no matter who you are, there are lots of different ways to do it. Come and talk to me.
My amazing.
Not personally, I'm not going to have a baby. but there are, if it's something that you passionately want to do, if you really feel you want to be a parent.
So I have a question,
and do it.
because we've had a conversation. Sonia was in a ball gown, I was in black tie. We're coming back from the IFTAs one night, and I want a baby, and she sat me down and said, "Here, you really want to think about this, and this. What advice would you give to somebody me who might be a little bit on the fence? In that, I think, to be honest, I think my ego might be driving me to want to have a baby, and I don't know if my heart is 100% in it because I'm just a bit bewildered."
Well, do a bit of babysitting.
Can I just say, it's all coming out now.
But it is. It's something, and you don't want to wake up one day and go, "Oh, have I missed my chance?" But you haven't. There are lots of different ways also to be a parent. You could be an amazing godparent if you don't feel like a parent, or amazing uncle or an amazing auntie. But if it's something that you really want to do, spend lots of time with parents and with small babies, because we all see the Instagram perfect version, but having a small baby, as I've spoken about, has been a huge challenge for me. Like, I was knocked off my socks when I had Felix.
Really?
I didn't expect it, and I mean, I'm the expert, but that's made me a much more humble midwife and a much better advocate
And more empathetic and
Absolutely,
understanding of other people.
I get it, and had to have that
So
compassion.
my amazing friend Mags was at the time the oldest woman to have a foreign adoption as a single woman at the age of 50.
Amazing.
Wow.
And she brought her son back from Guatemala, and it was the most extraordinary thing.
That's so
It took 3
lovely.
years to go through the adoption process, and she was really, really close to the finish line. And she rang her social worker and said, that's it, I can't take it anymore. This is just too much. It's too invasive. I'm out.
Really?
And the social worker said, yep, no problem, fine. Hung up the phone, and a week later, Mags rang back in the horrors and said, I can't believe I did that. I've gone through 3 years of this and now I've broken it. And the social worker said, I did nothing. What you've just been through, everybody goes through.
Wow.
That it's almost like just in the adoption process, when you get to the end of the line, you break.
Yeah, and I mean, that's it if somebody's going through fertility treatment, or if you've had to jump through a lot of hoops. When the reality finally hits, it can be hugely challenging. But the big thing is to talk through it. And if you've good supports around you, just keep talking to it. And like you, Brendan, if you really want to have a baby, there are lots of different ways that you can be a parent. But it's about kind of really understanding, is it something you really, really want? Do you really want a little, it's not a puppy. Do you really want a little person that you give everything to? Or would you be better being a parent to your godchildren, or as an uncle or an aunt?
It's a question because we have a largely female audience who watch this.
Yes.
I know there's a few girls I know who are pregnant for the first time.
Yes.
So what advice would you give to a woman sitting at home watching this who's going to have a baby soon?
To be really kind to yourself. That I wrote an article recently about how even though I love pregnancy, I actually didn't enjoy being pregnant myself at all for lots of different reasons, and that's okay. There's a lot of pressure on women generally to feel a certain way, and there isn't a certain way to feel when you're pregnant. Just be kind to yourself, mind yourself, and don't listen to the hubbub. Listen to what your own heart is saying, get good advice, good expertise, and guide you through where you want to go as opposed to where people tell you.
Can I give you my best piece of advice?
Yes.
So I had my twins by caesarean section, and when I was open on the operating table, I asked would they give me a tummy tuck on the spot, and they said they couldn't do it
Unfortunately not.
Because I hadn't signed a permission slip. So I think if there's any chance of you having to have a caesarean section, sign the permission slip before you go into the operating theatre, and then you can get
2 for 1.
Well,
2 for 1.
because caesarean takes its toll. That's all I'm saying.
Not to make light of it, but my wonderful partner Adam, who's Polish, keeps saying to me, "You're too posh to push," and I'm like, "That doesn't mean anything to us. It doesn't mean anything to us."
Although I can testify, Brendan is too posh to push.
Well, at least you know. As long as you know yourself, that's all that matters.
You are a warm presence of beauty and gorgeousness and light. So I can't.
And incredibly well dressed.
I know, all the time. As you can attest, when I actually came in here in head to toe, Lana Courtney, from a variety of seasons, I have a wardrobe of it.
You're a delight. You're really great. So if people want to find out more about your services,
avrilflynn.com, and don't be afraid to get in touch, even if it's just to ask a question. I'm there to be a compassionate advisor for everybody.
So just on stats for Ireland at the moment, how's business?
Business is good, but it's about kind of getting your name out there, and that's why I'm so grateful to both of you for this opportunity, but also for driving small businesses. It's really hard to get your foot in the door. It's really hard to maintain a presence. So I love what both of you are doing to try and give small businesses like me this sort of a platform. So I'm really grateful. And on that note,
and the future is really bright with you.
And on that note, from my own collection, I got these designed to promote my business. So it's a little tote bag for all of your shopping needs.
Yes, fabulous.
But thank you guys. So much.